You just programmed an incredible WOD in your sleep.
Oh, you know what? The second I started doing CrossFit, I've been talking about it in my sleep.
I just think this is a video right here that you program WODs, you coach CrossFit in your sleep.
I can't imagine other people caring this much about CrossFit.
She's so coherent, because I know, like, I've talked in my sleep before, but it doesn't make any sense.
She is very articulately programming entire WODs, naming them, and coming up with totally unique CrossFit movements, all in her sleep.
Nice job, Becky. Here we go, patience.
I always like to surprise them when they don't think that I'm watching them and they think they're like walking right here, and then I always like to cheer them on from above. And then I go back and act like I never did it.
I'm Andrea Ager and I'm a CrossFit coach.
With the back squat, you want to keep your arms, your shoulders back, and your abs tight.
How did you find out the first time that you were coaching CrossFit in your sleep?
I guess my roommate Maddie told me. Ever since I've known Maddie, we would always joke about how like our whole lives are CrossFit, but she's also an actress as well. But we would like rehearse lines and stuff, and I would end up like falling asleep like super early. And I would talk in my sleep like while she was still like staying up studying.
My name is Maddie Curley, and I know Andrea because she lives with me. She's my roommate. I first discovered Andrea sleep talking on her first night with me. And she got up to go to the bathroom, and I thought she was talking to me because she was talking all about CrossFit. And I was like, "Are you awake?" And then she just kept talking, and then she went to the bathroom, and then she came back into bed and went back to sleep and never said a word to me. I mean, besides her sleep talking.
My name is Lonnie Millman. I make YouTube videos and I do magic part-time. Oop. Messed up, hold on. So me and a bunch of Andrea's friends have been helping her put together this Indiegogo project, and one night we were up really late and she fell asleep on the couch, and I went to shake her to wake her up. The first thing she said was, "CrossFit." And that just cracked me up that she said CrossFit in her sleep, and I thought that was the end of it. But then she started programming.
It was really basic stuff at first. I remember I was like coaching like the back squat and the air squat and stuff like that. It wasn't programming, I guess, per se, in the beginning.
Initially I thought, oh, I really wish it wasn't such a violation of her privacy for me to videotape her sleep talking. And after about a minute, I said, forget it. I'm going to record this. Alright, seriously. It's 35-pound kettlebell. Run a mile holding it on your shoulder. And on that mile, every 400, every time 400's done, you have to do like 50 one-arm kettlebell swing, one-arm snatches, kettlebell snatches. 50 kettlebell snatches every 400 for 1 mile. And then after the mile, you can put the kettlebell down, but the second you put it down, you have to grab a wall ball and run a 400 with it as fast as you can for time. And that's the only time that matters, the whole WOD. It's just the 400 with the wall ball after all that awesome stuff. How many different recordings of Andrea programming WODs in her sleep do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The very first recording is like 45 minutes long because I just left the phone by her face, and then I left. I think I had to leave for like 20 minutes, and then I came back, and I noticed when I left, like, as soon as I walked out the door, she didn't talk, so it was 20 minutes of silence. So I think the noise stimulates her talking in her sleep.
So she's got to sense your presence almost. Yeah. Somebody's here? I must coach them.
And we were were going to train with Kalipa and Neil Maddox and Miranda and just try all the regional WODs for the first time because they'd just come out with them. So we went up, and like Pat Barber and stuff. So we went up there and did the workouts. We were like driving back to the hotel, and she fell asleep and started coming up with the ways we were going to do training for these WODs. And they were like, quick, get out your phone. We got to record her. We got to record what she's saying.
You already did it.
We're listening to recordings of you.
Do you remember what ropey ropes are?
No. Oh.
She's embarrassed.
Yeah, the best one's called a ropey rope. It's where you climb up the rope halfway, and then when you climb down, then you just put your toe on the ground and you don't put your weight on the ground, and then you climb all the way to the top. So it's like 1.5 rope climbs, and those can be called ropey ropes.
She's like completely like makes sense and is with it and talks about real movements in CrossFit, and like I feel most people combine it with like gibberish or something, but no, not Andrea. She's on it.
The cutest thing that she does is laugh at herself in her sleep. Actually, I think this is like her CrossFit life lesson right here.
I think the more things that you make up in CrossFit, then the less that you'll be surprised at competitions. Like when they make up something that they think is like so hard, you'll be like, oh, I made that up like 5 years ago.
She's laughing.
Yeah, like one day they're gonna go, okay, backwards box jumps or pistol box jumps or fingers to bar, and we're gonna be like, oh, where do you do that?
It must have been at least 5 minutes of audio recording of her working through muscle dip blasters.
Or muscle up into ring dips would be such good work because the ring dip is the hardest part of my muscle up, and I always know I can make the muscle up, but the ring dip at the top is where it just gets so hard. So like muscle up into 10 ring dips would be so hard. Muscle up in no. Muscle up into 3 ring dips times 5.
One of the funniest parts I heard was when she was trying to come up with a name for muscle dip blasters, and Ronnie suggests something to her and she makes fun of him.
Yeah, here's another name. Muscle up, triple dip. Well, why don't we just make everything in CrossFit be like 9 syllables then?
I'm Peter Andes, and me and Andrew have been coaching together for about a year now at Brick. I've been training with her for a long time and competing in a lot of the same competitions as her, so we've been friends for quite a while. I've been helping Andrea work on this Indiegogo project for the last few weeks now. What we're trying to do is just get some awareness out in the CrossFit community that she really wants to open a gym. I mean, I think she's a very enthusiastic, kind of great part of the community, and she always tries to give back to it. So I thought it would be a great idea if we could try to help her get her own gym and become an even bigger part of that community.
When Peter told me about the Indiegogo fundraiser idea he had to help Andrea open her own gym, I jumped on board immediately. And so did a lot of other people, because Andrea has touched so many people's lives through her CrossFit, but also just through who she is. She's so genuine and enthusiastic and energetic about life and about CrossFit. And there are so many people that have put in their time and energy to help make this happen because they love her.
She lives her life with so much passion and so much integrity that it just kind of, it draws me to her. I think it draws a lot of people to her, and I want to be a part of that. I want to get on board. If I can help her, I will.
I couldn't believe how like people would hear about the project and they like wanted to help. They wanted to spend their time and, you know, help me because they knew that I couldn't do it on my own.
So what we're doing is trying to raise money. You know, we're trying to give away like really cool t-shirts and hoodies, and we're using some local vendors for like Unbroken Designs is designing some custom jewelry that we're going to try to give away to donators on the site. And we're also trying to just pre-sell memberships and that kind of thing, just to give Andrea a little bit of a head start, kind of fundraising to open her own gym.
I was a member of a CrossFit gym for a long time, and I worked really hard until I could be a CrossFit coach because that's what I really wanted to be. And I feel like now that I've been a CrossFit coach and I feel like I'm able to coach a lot of different things, I feel like not only I'm a more well-rounded athlete, but a more well-rounded coach. And I really want to be able to help people on my own. I just feel like it's the next step, and I feel like I'm ready for it.
Then I started getting bored.
He's like, okay.
This is 38 minutes in.
Do you know that you're dreaming right now?
So I asked her if she knows that she's dreaming. This confuses her. She just goes blank.
Stop talking. Great job, Ronnie.
She's just mad because you're not talking about CrossFit. Wow, you're really thinking about it.
The reason why it's gonna be okay is because I just love it more than anyone.
You shut me all night long.
I sent my application into Cirque du Soleil about a week ago. Haven't heard back, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna work out.
She's working double time on the production line. She was one of a kind. She's just a man on mine. Wanted no applause, just another cause. Make a deal out of me and come back for more. Had to cool me down to take another round. Now we're making the ring to take another swing. And then the walls were shaking. Earth was quaking.
You can't wake her. We were talking. I could talk loud. It doesn't matter. This isn't gonna wake her. I shook her, and she didn't wake up. And now she's programming WODs in her sleep. She's coaching classes in her sleep. You have got to help her open her own gym. She needs to be coaching CrossFit. You can't love it more than this. She's literally teaching it in her sleep. That's amazing. That was a broad jump. She's doing jumps. Oh, she's finished. Class is over.
Andrew,
Class is
wait, he's not on your